Upbeat, exciting sports intro music fades into a more tense, mysterious tone. They called him the Wall. On the soccer field, Marco was a legend, a goalkeeper whose hands seemed blessed by the gods. To the fans, he was a hero. But off the field, Marco had a secret that was eating him alive. It started small, a friendly bet on a horse, a late-night online poker game. The thrill was intoxicating, but soon the wins stopped coming. Loss after loss, the numbers spiraled. What was once a $100 habit became a $1,000 problem, then a $100,000 nightmare. He was drowning in debt, chasing his losses with bigger, more desperate bets. The thrill was gone, replaced by a cold, gnawing fear, and then the shadows came calling. Two men, not the kind you see in the sports pages, cornered him after practice. Their voices were low, their eyes like ice. "Pay up, Marco, the clock is ticking." He pleaded for more time, but they just laughed. The consequences, they hinted, wouldn't just be financial. They involved his family, his career, his very safety. Just as despair was about to consume him, they made him an offer, an escape. "The championship match is this Saturday," one of them said, a cruel smile on his face. "Your team is the favorite. Just make sure they're not." The proposition hung in the air, thick and poisonous. Throw the match, let in a few easy goals, and all his debts would be wiped clean. Marco's world tilted. Everything he'd ever worked for, the trust of his teammates, the love of the fans versus his survival. Was his integrity worth more than his life? The days leading up to the match were a living hell. He could barely eat, barely sleep. Every save in practice felt like a betrayal of his dark promise. Match day arrived. The roar of the stadium felt deafening. A chorus of 80,000 people who had no idea they were about to be betrayed. As he stepped onto the field, his heart hammered against his ribs, a drumbeat of guilt. The whistle blew. The first shot came, a routine save. But Marco hesitated. He dove a fraction of a second late, his fingertips just grazing the ball as it sailed into the net. A collective gasp, then stunned silence. His teammates stared, confused. An accident, they thought. But then it happened again. A weak shot he would normally catch in his sleep, he fumbled it, letting it trickle over the line. The stadium erupted in boos. The looks from his teammates were no longer confused. They were daggers of betrayal. He had sold them out. He had sold his soul. The final whistle blew. His team had lost. In the locker room, no one would even look at him. But later that night, a text message confirmed it. Debt cleared. A wave of relief washed over him. So powerful it almost felt like joy. He was free. He could start over. He thought the nightmare was over. But here's the twist. While Marco was breathing his first sigh of relief, investigators were already flagging a massive, highly suspicious bet. A bet that not only predicted the underdog would win, but predicted the exact unlikely final score. They traced the account, and it didn't lead to some shadowy crime syndicate. It led to someone much closer to home. Someone directly, undeniably connected to Marco himself. The one loose end he never saw coming. His temporary relief vanished, replaced by the cold, hard click of handcuffs. He had gambled one last time, betting he could get away with it, and he lost everything.
Subscribe to my channel!